Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I do a lot of RV vids and doing some bike vids because obviously e-bikes and RVs go well together. It is a rainy, wet fall day today, so just kind of confined myself here to the porch. But today I'm putting on a water bottle holder. This bike's already done, and I'm going to show you how I did it on my other bike. It is attached to the bosses that are normally used for a front rack. We're not using the front rack. We've got the bike back rack, and I've got a video on bags that go on those bike racks, so check that out. But I got this bag they kind of call a feed bag. It's kind of hard to get everything in perspective with the handlebars, but they call it the feed bag water bottle holder. These bosses are spaced too far apart for a regular water bottle holder, and then down here where a lot of people would put a water bottle, I've got a foldy lock. And besides, the water bottle is kind of big and it kind of makes hard to get your foot through there sometimes, so kind of negates the step over. So I needed another place to carry a water bottle. And you'll see on my other bike, I originally had it hanging on the handlebars and the stem, which works quite well, but I need this stem clear for another project that's coming up. So like and subscribe, see some unique something you've probably never seen with a bike. So the feedbag holder, feedbag water bottle holder, how did I get it on these bosses? Well, that's what we're going to look at next. Okay, here's the wife's bike. Nice aqua color, and you can see here's the same water bottle holder. It's got just a strap around the horizontal or nearly horizontal part of the stem, and on the vertical part of the stem holds it there. Again, that works quite well. We bike with them many miles that way, but I just need or want to keep that stem clear for another project. So moving the water bottles down again to, or the water bottle holder down again to the bosses. Alright, here's what I'm going to use to attach this feedbag water bottle holder. So here's a water bottle holder. The straps that were attaching to the stem I've removed. These mole type straps are attached on there, so it's a really nice water bottle holder. It even come with this, oops, gosh, I'm out of the video. Come with a strap you can put on there. You can carry it around your shoulder. I guess I'm permanently bolting it on, so I'm not going to do that, but I'll try to put that a link for this bag in the description. I like it. It's worked quite well. Been on about 100 miles on the bike. It's been about 50 miles on the bike on my other bike in this configuration that we're getting ready to build now. So I've pulled the screws out of those bosses. Just use the just an Allen wrench. That one happened to be the one that comes with the Velotric bike kit. And then I got two fender washers. A fender washer is just a washer that's a little bit bigger around than your standard washer. So I got those from my local Ace Hardware, but you can buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere. So just to get a fender washer that fits the screw, and then it's a little bit bigger to help kind of support the or spread the load. And then I got a caliper for a little bit of measurement, but you can use just a regular tape measure or anything for it, because it didn't have to be that precise. So now with a lot of measuring and a lot of figuring and a lot of matching up and a lot of all that stuff with the water bottle and kind of holding it on the side of the bike like that and up and down and round and trying to make sure the water bottle will clear the handlebars and it's not going to get in the way of the forks and all that. So you're going to have to kind of do that if you have a different bike or you have a different holder. But I come to the determination, and go around this way, see if I can get a little bit better light. It's kind of dark in this black bottle holder, but on this bottle holder right here in this seam is right about where the top bolt needs to be. So that is perfect because the seam got a lot of extra support in there with everything, the extra thickness of the strap and all that kind of stuff. And then we're just going to measure to the bottom bolt hole in a minute. But next, how am I going to put this hole in this bottle holder? Alright, the grill is a secret for putting a hole into that nylon bag. And I've used this method for making nylon straps to hold things down or hold things together. So just take a Phillips head screwdriver, get one that's approximately the size of the hole that you want to make, and I just lay it here in the burner on the grill for a couple minutes to get it all nice and hot. And then we're going to melt our way through that Feedbag water holder. Alright, got some gloves on so I don't burn myself. And like I said a minute ago, right here in the center of that is where I want that hole. Here's my screwdriver. I just took off the grill, so it's hot as hell. Again, the reason I got some gloves on. And so now, let's see if I can see how easy this happens to be. And you just push it in. And a little bit of wiggle, because I found out before that it was a little bit small for the screw, and it's burnt right through. And then what that also does, gosh, I don't know if you can even see this, there you go, it's so dark on cloudy outside here, but that burn kind of singes the nylon around the hole, where if you were to try to drill it, it'd probably just rip and tear it and pulls threads out and everything else. So now I've got a perfect round hole with the edges seared shut, and it's a perfect hole for the screw. And so now this thing's semi-cool. That screw gets in there just a little snug, which is exactly what you want, but goes in easily enough. So, matter of fact, it's almost perfect. You almost got to screw it in the hole, which is just about exactly what you want. So now, to do the other one. Alright, so now to do the other one, like I said, I'm using a caliper. And it's kind of hard to do with one hand of the camera and whatnot, but I'm just going to measure from hole to hole. I can't get it and watch what I'm doing, but anyway, you get the picture. Again, you could just do that with a measuring tape or something. It does not have to be caliper precise. So I'm just going to measure that and then measure down on the water bottle holder for the next screw. All right. Again, I don't know, I'm looking in this screen, it's kind of black. I hope this shows up. But there's my spacing, and I'm going to put a hole right there. So poke through. Again, just a little bit of wiggle around, because it needs to be a tiny bit bigger than the actual screwdriver. And there is our second hole. Alright, now we need to put our screw and our washer in. And the bottom one is a little tricky because my hands are almost too big to fit in this holder. But we're just going to put this screw into this fender washer, and then stick a hand in here and into the bottom of this thing, and just kind of feel around for the hole and poke it through. Again, you want it tight. It is a little tight. And then that screw is in the bottom hole. Alright, and then we're going to get our top screw, and then we just need to put our top screw into this hole. And there it is. And now all we need to do is screw it onto the bike. Alright, if I can get this in the camera, it'll be a miracle, but I think you get the picture. I've got the two screws sticking out, and now I just got to get them to bite the threads in these bosses. And again, the top one, it's pretty easy. I can get my hand in there a little better. So the top one started. It's good. And then now I just got to reach into the bottom and get our bottom screw in here and started. Let's see. All right, I think I'm lined up. And it's right there. All right, there we go. I started. So I'm going to screw this in hand tight, of course, as far as I can get it with my fingers. And then it does get a little tricky again to get a Allen wrench in there, but it's not that hard. And then if we can see anything down in there, just barely with the light, the bad light, but you can see my 2 screws, my 2 fender washers, it's in there. Again, I just need to get the Allen wrench in there, and that's a little tedious. I'm not going to make you watch it, but it's not that hard to do. You just got to turn about a quarter turn and reset the Allen wrench and turn a quarter turn and turn a quarter turn until it seats. But there it is. I've got the water bottle holder on those bosses. Again, it misses the forks. The bottle misses the handlebars. Works out perfect to get it right where it's easily in reach, but it is not in the way of anything as you're riding. So hope you enjoyed that. It's an idea that I asked about on the forum a bunch of times. Didn't really get any good answers, so just made my own. So please like and subscribe. Again, if you're into RVs, I got lots of RV stuff on the channel. Got some kayak stuff on the channel too. And just got these bikes, so we're doing some mods on the bikes, and I'll have some other bike mods coming up, along with one of the most interesting ways to transport an e-bike I think you'll ever find. So that's coming up. Again, like and subscribe. You can see all that. You won't miss it when I post it.